The art scroll, page Mem Aleph in the Hebrew. Today we're starting a new sugya of Ainah. Ainah, there's two kinds of Ainah. One also for Rabbi Chaim Abadi or Refuah Shalema. You should have Refuah Shalema. Also, today is dedicated to my good friend Rabbi Yehuda. Rabbi Yehuda spends many hours a day preparing a Nach Shir, a Navi Shir, which is broadcasted. He has 86,000 subscribers on YouTube. You can see it. And Rabbi Yehuda is somebody who, when it comes to Ainah, this is something that he's extremely careful with. He's always careful to make sure that there's always positivity. There's never a negative word that comes out of Yehuda's mouth. He's always talking positive. He's a leader, and what it means to be somebody who's don't let the perfection be the enemy of the good. And I spoke to Yehuda. We made up that anybody who wants to start learning Pele Yoetz, anywhere you are, anybody on the shir who wants to start a Chavrusashaft or a shir, Rabbi Yehuda's sponsoring Sfarim for anybody who wants to start something like that. We're trying to get everybody out there. Everybody can give a shir on Pele Yoetz. There's a tremendous bracha for anybody who spreads the word of the Pele Yoetz. So anybody who wants Sfarim, we'll mail it out to you right away. Art scroll ones, we'll send you as many as you need. You need Chavrusa, you need 5 for a shir, whatever you want to start. Yashakayach. I know. There's something called Ainah's Mammon, and there's Ainah's Dvarim. So there's two ways you could do Ainah. It's either with money or with words. Ainah's b'mekach u'memkar yesh bo iser moisef al iser gezel. Now he's saying that there's something else. There's gezel, that's regular gezel if you steal something, and then there's another avera of Ainah when you trick somebody, when you do price gouging, you inflate things, or you cheat. That's another idea of gezel, of stealing, which is called Ainah. I'll just give you a couple of quick examples, and I'd love to hear feedback from the Olam what they think. There was a bakery that I used to go to. I'm not going to say obviously the name of the bakery, otherwise it would be Ainah's Devarim. And they for many years they always used to bring out bagels and a small thing on Matzi Pesach, but they never brought the main cakes and everything. They didn't make till a couple of days later. Comes one Pesach, and the owner of the bakery died, and his children or his wife took over the bakery. And then Matzi Yantif, right after Pesach, all of a sudden the entire showcase was full of beautiful cakes, and they were frozen, but you were able to see that he always kept them in the freezer. So the idea is, if you go to a bakery and they tell you it's fresh from today, is that Ainah's Dvarim? Is that not Ainah's Dvarim? Is that Ainah's Mammon? Is it tricking somebody by telling them that they're buying things? Another case would be if you have, there's a very good pickle dip, which is from Golden Taste. Everybody knows it's very good, but you don't buy it because it's not so fancy. So somebody can take that same dip and they can put it into another container and they call it Avi's dip, right? And then you sell it for $3-4 more than the regular store would sell the pickle dip for, right? Because it's a fancier dip. The Maisa, it's the same exact dip. Is that Ainah on cheating? Is it more? And Ainah is 1/6 more. I mean, if you're charging 1/6 more, that is idea in Ainah. Sha'over gam kein al loy sanu. You also on there's another aver of loy sanu. Behem ba'avin nishtacha Torah Ainah mirab ma'ami aretz. A lot of people don't care about this anymore. Why? They don't understand what Ainah means. They call it clever. They call it marketing. They call it clever-mindedness. And mishtadlus, an effort in business. The truth is, they're causing the world to be deteriorating and to go destroyed. And the cycle of poverty will be caused on the world. This is a Gemara in Shabbos. The Gemara says that even if it doesn't come to you, chas v'shalom, to somebody, if somebody causes this type of Ainah, it will come to his children or his grandchildren or some place else in the world will be losing from this. It says in the Navi in Yirmiyah, he gives. We didn't get up to that yet, but he says that if somebody does gezel, bechatzi yomav yazvenu, in half of his days he'll lose his money. Udvar chas v'shalom, udvar Hashem bepi noviv emes, and he says, the Pele Yoetz says, this is emes. What the Navi said will happen. If somebody steals, he'll end up losing his money. Bechatzi yom b'mnira adam sha'asa oivel. He does corrupt things with skayim lo'oisha, and he still keeps his wealth. Bevadai shu oisha shamor. b'vadai, that his wealth is being watched, the balav rasa, in order to do him harm, al derech hakasav, like it says in the Torah, u'mishalin l'soinav al panav la'avidai, in order that he should learn, the Medrash says, in order that he should lose, the Medrash says, u'mishalin l'soinav al panav la'avidai, rasha shu oisat tzedakah, HaKadosh Baruch Hu tarfa panav la'ilam hazeh, k'dei la'avidai la'ilam haba, in order that he should lose his ilam haba. So a person who still has money, even though he's doing corrupt things, the reason why is because he's going to lose chas v'shalom his olam haba. There was a very good vart from I heard from somebody who listens to the share every day, Rabbi Yisrael Travis. He told me over from Murray Maselton. There's a book by Rav Nachman Seltzer, which is a great book. He was a Talmud of my grandfather, and he said in the Hebrew language, there's no such thing. There's no taich of I have. If you try to find the meaning, the translation of I have in Hebrew, what is it? Yeshli. Yeshli does not mean I have. It means there is to me. So in the Hebrew language, there's no such thing as I have. Everything is to the Rabbeinu Shalom. So what the Pele Yoetz is telling us today is that everything that you have is the Rabbeinu Shalom's. You'll get it some way or another. You just have to do what's right. You have to do what's not corrupt, and Mirz Hashem, you'll have Parnasa Taiva.